If you are an NFL fan, you know that feeling, the annual sticker shock of paying for Sunday ticket. But what if I told you the best deal this year is not from YouTube, is not from the NFL, it's from Best Buy?
So let's break down this surprise offer that just came out of nowhere. For years, right, watching all those out-of-market games has meant digging deep into your pockets. It's the biggest headache for fans, especially if your favorite team plays halfway across the country. So what's the usual damage to our wallets? All right, before we get to the good stuff, the discount, we need to set a baseline. What's the regular price we're all trying to beat? A whopping $480. That's the standalone price if you just get it on YouTube. Now, remember that number because it's about to look a whole lot bigger in comparison. So this crazy deal didn't come from Google. It didn't come from YouTube. Nope. It just showed up almost out of thin air in an email to Best Buy members. And it completely changes the game for this season. I mean, think about it. Of all the phone companies, all the streaming services, it's an electronics store that's suddenly dropping one of the best discounts we have ever seen. If you are on the fence because of the price, well, this might just pull you over. Okay, you ready for this? The new price for members of Best Buy's loyalty program is just $258. That is a staggering drop from that original $480. Wow. So a great price is one thing, but what do you actually get for your money? Let's dive into the specifics of what's included and just how much you're really saving here. I mean, the numbers really do speak for themselves. You're saving up to $222. That's almost half off the original price. This is seriously one of the steepest discounts for Sunday Ticket that I can remember. And here's the cool part. This deal applies to both ways you can watch. It doesn't matter if you're bundling it with YouTube TV, which normally runs about $378, or if you get it standalone for that big $480 price tag. Either way, you get a massive discount. Now, it's crucial to know that this discount doesn't mean you get some watered-down version. Not at all. You still get all of YouTube's best features. You get multi-view for watching up to 4 games at once, you get integrated stats for your fantasy league, and the Key Plays feature to instantly catch up on all the action. The whole shebang. Of course, a deal this good is bound to have some fine print. There's always a catch, right? So let's walk through the key conditions you absolutely need to know before you jump on this. The process itself is actually pretty simple. First, you have to be a My Best Buy Plus or Total member. Now, that costs about $50 a year, so you do have to factor that in. But even with that cost, the savings are still huge. Once you're signed up, you just find the offer on their site, check out, and they'll email you a redemption code to use on YouTube. Okay, this is it. This is the single most important thing you have to understand about Sunday Ticket, and it applies to this deal too. You only get the out-of-market games. I'm going to say it again. Only out-of-market games. Let's be crystal clear on what that means. So what does out-of-market mean? It means if a game is being shown on your local TV channels, your local CBS or Fox station, you will not be able to watch it on Sunday Ticket. This service is made specifically for watching the games you can't get locally. You still need access to your local channels for those games. All right, here are the last few details you need to know. First, the offer is good for both new and returning subscribers, which is awesome. You do need that paid Best Buy membership. And hey, there's no rush. The deal is valid all the way until late September of 2025. So let's step back for a second. What's the big picture here? Is a deal like this just a good discount? Or could it be a sign of something bigger for sports fans stuck in this crazy streaming world? Let's be honest, it's tough out there for sports fans. Sunday Ticket has always been pricey, and now with games spread across Peacock, Prime Video, and even Netflix, just watching your team's full season is more complicated and costly than ever. This deal doesn't solve that puzzle, but it definitely helps with the cost part. You know, this might be the most hopeful takeaway from this whole thing. An outside partner like Best Buy offering such a steep discount might be the start of a new trend. We could start seeing more creative, consumer-friendly partnerships that finally bring down the insane price of being a dedicated sports fan. And really, that's the big question this deal leaves us with. Is this just a one-off promotion, or is it the first real crack in the dam of expensive sports streaming? Only time will tell. But for right now, it's simply one of the best deals an NFL fan can possibly get.